Hello, hello. I am Blake Shipman, and I have got a little bone to pick. Wanted to talk about some stuff. The most hated person in sports. It's not O.J. Simpson. It's not Michael Phelps. It's not even the breakdancer from Australia, from the Olympics. You know that one limp noodle that flopped around on the ground and got a gold medal. No, the same people who worship that whistling diesel reject hate one of the best riders in the sport of motocross right now. That is Hayden Deegan. I don't get the hate. I'll just be honest with you. I don't understand the hate. You know what? I think I was a douchebag whenever I was 18. Most 18-year-olds are douchebags. It's super odd to see full-grown dudes literally just like raking this kid. He's a kid over the coals. Now, granted, he's probably tougher than I am about dealing with it, but the kid is literally crushing it. If you saw him at Anaheim 1, he's taking corners. He's not even sitting down on the bike. He's literally standing and riding the ass in around Anaheim. Just like he went all, what did he make it back to? Behind 12th and got up to 5th. And the internet's like hating on this kid. It's insane. Here's the other thing. I would say 100% of the people that hate him would absolutely take his spot if they could. If they could trade places with Hayden Deegan and be Brian Deegan's son and have all that opportunity, they would trade. I would not. I don't want to be a kid again. Plus, I don't want to be a motocross rider. I'll probably trade. I would trade places with. I would trade places with that kid who chases trains, who's like, I'm here at the Scotland station. Ooh! That kid who's taking the internet by storm. Something Burgoyce, Louis Burgoyce, or something like that. I would trade places with that kid. I'm just kidding. I think that's all an act. I think that kid's totally acting. But, yeah, Hayden Deegan is definitely getting more hate than I think he deserves, which is surprising coming from a generation who worship people like Whistling Diesel. Now, if you don't know who this kid is, the Whistling Diesel boy, you've all met him. If you had a Votech class or you took, shop or something like that, tech ed, you sat in a room with someone like Whistling Diesel. They were always the kid who had loud conversations with people that were barely their friends, not even an acquaintance, out loud for everyone to hear. And they're just like, oh, did you check out that party last week? And like 30 kids are in there just rolling their eyes. These two don't know how to read a room. That's Whistling Diesel. He literally has got no, I don't know that he has a single talent. It takes zero talent to be whatever he's doing. Honest to God, it's like watching Whistling Diesel is like watching a Foot Locker get looted. You know, I don't do these things. I've never done this before. No one's texted me all night, and all of a sudden I want some solitude, and I'm Grand Central Station on my phone. Sorry about that. So Hayden Deegan, a lot of hate. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is a waste of time. I don't even know if 50 people will see this, but I've got a channel of like 500 something videos. They used to be big, like when I would do the Ronnie Mac stuff, and I just got super bored with that. And there's no money in it, and FMF pretty much ripped me off the last video I did. I did some stuff for Red Bull for it, and that was all right. But it gets a lot of people involved, too many cooks in the kitchen. It was a lot more fun whenever it was just me and Jimmy Albertson, just like I would yell stuff from behind the camera, and then he would kind of play off that. That I don't know how they do things now. I think it's just pretty much Jimmy on his own, and he occasionally has filmers. But other videos I've got, I look up how to do this better, and I'm sure most people with a channel can attest to this. It really is like, it's like a casino. The only way you win is by just feeding the machine, and you can't rest on like quality content. You have to keep putting stuff in there. So if you make an hour-long video, by YouTube standards, you got to dissect it into 15 seconds of bullshit and put it out every 3 hours. Like you've created something new in 3 hours, but really you've just got it on standby and you just feed the machine. You feed the machine. You feed the machine. And I just couldn't do that. And honest to God, I might have the most random channel on YouTube. I would state, now I'm not talking Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Great Job Random, where it's like green screen back and I'm just like pointing at a bird, then a frog, and then a guy gets his head chopped off, claymation style. No, this is so random I can't even think about it. There's some comedy, there's some of this, writing stuff, there's travel blogs, there's like stupid stuff. There's all kinds of stuff on my channel. I just started to monetize it, and I've got almost $350, which is, it'll fill up my 6.6 Chevy V8 for about a month if I only drive to work once a week, and that's pretty good. So being a YouTuber, I don't think, listen, it's like $500, $750 a day for day rate just to shoot on a prosumer style camera. These guys are doing, week-long shoots for a video about crushing a Lamborghini for a $500 teeth whitening spot. I mean, it's just like, get 10% off my VPN by using the code who gives a shit, and on we go, and on we go. Remember when doing video used to be about getting the shot, and now it's pretty much just like doing anything and everything to piss people off? One time I put, for a work thing, I put, hey, check out this 1983, or it was a 1983 Comanche Jeep truck. And I put, what a cool looking Bronco. And no one could correct me quicker. It was literally like, you have to screw up on purpose. You have to say that this hat is blue. You have to say stuff like chopping my wiener off is a good thing. You have to say stuff like, I'm going to bang 1,000 dudes in one day. And like, it's all a stage. It's like giant theater. Nothing's original, organic. Like Mr. Beast. Do you think Mr. Beast's psychotic self, that dead-eyed smile, he's always got that no, his eyes don't smile. It's just his teeth. And here's the thing. He gets off on putting people in a weird situation. He's like,
We're gonna have someone who's afraid of clowns get into a semi-truck made of a clown, and we're gonna play clown music, and if they make it for 3 weeks and they don't lose their nuts, we're gonna give them 150 grand and pay off their school debt.
And he does it with this sadistic looking smile. He's just all in it. This is a pretty much a pointless rant. I'm just doing this to kind of test out what it would be like to do a podcast. This is probably where I do it. It's a nice, comfy couch. I don't exactly think I'm built for the podcast world. I think everyone and their brother did it. Just like, remember when DJs were big and like every monster girl was also a DJ? It's funny how the trends always coincide with stuff that no one can disprove you're any good at. For instance, being a content creator. At no point did I say good at video. I just said you have to put content out. I sound like a whiny little bitch, but it seriously is. I have a gripe. I have a gripe in that YouTube started off, it's called YouTube, like MeTube, YouTube. It's your outlet. All of a sudden, Legendary Pictures and Warner Brothers and Sony and Spider-Man, Marvel, Multiverse, Disney, blah, and blah, they joined the party. And I don't know about you, but I didn't sign up to share all this paid ad space with a bunch of bullshit. Vimeo used to be good. Now it's like Patreon, but no, I'm not that presumptuous to assume someone's going to buy anything from me to watch. It's just for fun. It's literally like, when did this all have to come with a budget? When did I have to pay to get my shit seen? I used to just be able to put videos up that I could tag, like, this is a motocross video, and it's got, guess what, a dirt bike, and it's got this rider, and we're at this place, and here's the proper tags. You could literally type every tag of a video in the description and the description of the video, and 6 times out of 10, it will not bring the video up. Ask me why. I don't know. I have this hat on, and I don't know shit. This is my real haircut. You don't expect anyone with a haircut like this or glasses, probably pants or a shirt or the undies I have on, to know jack shit about what he's talking about. I don't. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. This is a test. This may see the light of day. I don't know. If it does, I don't know what to do about it. I've just been watching too much. I watch a lot of You see something too much, you think you can do it. If I was in Sweden and you called me a vapist, you know what's crazy is too? I have the superpower. I have a superpower. I know exactly what will get a lot of views. I could I could do it right now. I guarantee you I could go viral. But I don't want to stoop that low because it's so predictably unpredictable. I could get ass naked and pretend like it's for educational purposes and like nair the hair on my balls, and that would go like wildfire. But one, it didn't take advantage of the skill set I've honed for 36 years. And three, I don't really want everyone to see my balls. I think that'd be a bad look at the office. I think if I walked in, I'd feel paranoid. This is all going off the rails. It's probably why I shouldn't have a podcast. But I got this microphone and this camera and these lights and also this iPad and a way to read notes, that's like 9/10 of the shit. You gotta be able to talk. There may be more. There might not be more. I'm kind of wanting to do a RC podcast because we have this space here. Put a table, little course, have the buddies here, have ourselves a nice little session, talk about this and that and the other. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I just don't know. So I'm just playing it by ear. I'm testing some lights. And yeah, some of this might not even see the light of day. We just don't know. We just don't know.